Hello and welcome back to All the Mods. Alright, so I've done a little bit of troubleshooting in between episodes here. So you can't turn off autosave. Annoying, but true. Um, so I basically went through, I had task Manager open and was kind of observing the way that Minecraft was acting. And the CPU was fine. The only time it went above, the mid 40% was, on load in where it would max the CPU out because, I guess that's just what it does. Um, so it wasn't the CPU having an issue. Even during the save, it was only getting up like into the 40s, like I said. Most of the time, it's running under 20%. Um, so I was looking at the RAM, and sure enough, despite the fact that I had 16 gigs of RAM allocated to Minecraft, it was bouncing off the top of it. It was bouncing off that limit. So I've doubled it, and I've been through a couple of save cycles now, and it's been nowhere near what it was. It was, there's a little bit of input lag, stuff like that during it, but nothing like what we experienced the last 3 episodes. And I was watching it, and it was going up into the like 19 gig of RAM usage during those saves. So that's weird. Considering they tell you you generally don't want to allocate more than 8 even to modded, it's really weird. This is just, I guess, a really intensive pack, and I haven't played it single player. I've always been playing on servers, so I guess that's why I never experienced that problem before. So hopefully that will be fixed for this episode. So now, last episode we got our sag mill. Um, we haven't done anything with it yet, but let's fix that right now. Let's I don't think it's going to take osmium, but I'm going to grab it. We're going to see what of the ores that we have it will take. We're just going to test it out. I'm going to leave the uranium alone. I don't care about that at the moment. Come on. Alright, so, we have like almost no power. Because while it was cheap to make, it is not a very good power generator. Here we go. Alright. So let's try the nickel. Nickel is fine. It spit out some osmium with it, so that actually tells me it might do the osmium. Let's stick a single piece in. Okay, it'll take osmium. I didn't think it would, but it does. Here we go. Some zinc. That's good. Tin. Yep, tin is good. All right, this antimony, I'm not really sure on. Yep, nope, it's not going to take the antimony. All right. Silver, did I give it silver? No. Oh, it'll take the silver, though. That's good. Of course, it'll do the iron. Let's go ahead and just let it do that. It spits out a little bit of tin with it. See, not quite double, but, we're not using that ore hammer for that. And, of course, it should take the copper just fine. Yeah, there we go. All right. So our seg mill works. Excellent. Now, we could immediately push and try to do the alloy smelter, which I am tempted to do. But we don't necessarily need it unless we're going further down the Ender IO path, which we might, but we don't necessarily need to. I'm going to stick all of this stuff in here for the moment. I made myself a sleeping bag while I was testing stuff, just so I wouldn't forget again, and so that I wouldn't get too sidetracked on it during the episode now. So, all right, saving world. You see, it's not doing too bad. Yeah, like the doors open and stuff. Like it wasn't. That was not nearly as bad. So I think that problem is fixed just by allocating more. I might bump the amount I've allocated down to like 64 gig, just because having it up at 32 is a little much, in my opinion, because that's like, I only have like 48 gig of RAM in this machine, so I want to make sure I'm not, causing problems with OBS and things like that. So if there's any recording issues this episode, that's why. All right, so sun is going down. We need to figure out exactly what we're doing. There is a lot of useful stuff in Ender.io. Getting the alloy smelter is going to be a useful thing, but do we want it right away? Becomes the big question. Because if we do, then we need to either find diamonds so that we can go harvest some obsidian, make the alloy smelter, make the basic alloy smelter so we can make the full alloy smelter, or we go exploring more to see if we can find a bit more of the dark iron alloy. Or theoretically, we could find some obsidian instead of dark iron alloy, like in the, in a chest, and then go, the same route as if we had found diamond. So either we are going to need diamond, obsidian, or dark iron alloy itself if we choose to go down that route. Outside of that, we could start down mechanism. Now that we can, multiply our iron and osmium with the sag mill, we could start down that route and get ourselves an energized smelter. They're gonna be slow, is the problem. A slow smelter. But, because the alloy smelter can just smelt regular stuff, it would be the slightly better option, at least to start. Alright, tell you what, I'm gonna go look around, see if I can't find a few more structures. See if I can't find another ruined nether portal, because that one was lucky for us. And we'll come back in a few minutes. I'll either have found something of interest or given up. Alright, so just north of the nearby village, because our home is here. There's that village that was across the way, that other village being over there. And just north of the village here was another ruined nether portal. So let's see what we got in regards to that. Can we access that without having to go down there? I would prefer to not have to. Alright, well, whatever. Let's do this. Boop, boop, boop. Can we reach it now? Yes. Alright, what do we got? Compressed iron. Darn, but obsidian. And one obsidian is all we really need out of that. Sweeping edge, I don't care about that. Blistering melon. Some more iron. We'll grab the iron. Pneumatic cylinders. We'll get to that eventually. I'll go ahead and grab that. Compressed iron as well. Sure, why not? Alright, so we have a piece of obsidian. So that, to me, has solidified our path. We only need the one piece of obsidian in order to make the remaining dark steel we need. But that also means... Oh, only sleep at night. Alright, it's not quite night yet. That also means that we need the primitive alloy smelter in order to make it. Unfortunate, but that is the case. It just so happens to be the order in which we found things. I will take a quick gander here at some of the buildings of this village that I haven't actually, looked in yet. Especially these brick ones. Did I look in these? I don't recall. I do not recall. You guys are unemployed? Really? Alright, well, this looks like a smithy type thing. What do we got? Alright, we've got iron ingots, iron pickaxe, energized bimetal gear. Oh, this is Ender.io stuff. I'll grab that. What's the cowboy hat? Mounted animals? Nah, don't care about that. Alright. That's interesting. What about... That is just a standard chest. What about you? You are a standard chest. There's not even one in here, although there's a clock. I might want that. Nothing in there. Okay. Is this like two separate villages that are smashed together or something? Because this is not the aesthetic. This is two separate villages smashed together. Okay. Interesting. What are you? Oh, you're just another villager. Okay. Grab that emerald. Gold nugget, too. Because why not? There... That building looks interesting. I'm gonna go check out that building. And then if there's a way back up... Yeah, there's a way back up. So we'll check out that building. We'll use the waystone to go home. And yeah, I'll check this one out on the way. Ooh, nope, okay. Not bothering with the wheat because I have my infinite ham. Alright. Oh, this is just another one of... Oh, no, wait. Okay. What are you? Alright. You're just a normal chest. Alright. Nothing. Is that it? Well, that's a boring little area, isn't it? I thought you were going to be more interesting than that. Yeah, this is basically two villages next to each other. That's weird. That is weird. Weird, weird, weird. You know what? I'm going to check that one. I know I said I was going to head back, but this looks like it might actually be a... Oh no, I've already checked this chest, apparently. Okay. Which means I probably checked this building too. There's nothing in there, so who knows? I guess that's just because it was so close to that. Okay. I will check this on the way past, and then we will hit the waystone. Oh, I already checked these because that's the path I came in on. I'm assuming I checked this building. I feel like I did. Alright. Home. Here we go. Alright. So now that we've done that, we need the Ender alloy. Primitive alloy smelter. Alright, so that's going to take some deep slate, some ferni, and a grain of infinity. A grain of infinity. I have a bunch of deep slate. That's cobbled deep slate. We're going to... Let's go ahead and... We'll do 8 because that'll take a full piece of charcoal. What else did it need? Ferni. We have plenty. I just want to make sure I keep enough extra on me for... Oh, well, never mind. I just did the opposite of what I was saying. I wanted to keep enough on me to have some... be able to make more stone picks if I need them. But okay. Oh yeah, I found a mineral tree while I was walking around too. And I picked up my boat because I didn't want to just leave it sitting where I had gotten off, and I didn't figure I was gonna, take it back. So, there we go. I have my boat. How are you doing? That's 5. That should be plenty. Alright. Bam. Primitive alloy smelter. We don't even need to take this one downstairs. We can just stick that in the corner here. And then, let's see. It is you, and what's the third ingredient? Either 2 coal or a coal dust. There does not... We can sag mill. Kind of. Yeah, okay, we can just sag mill some charcoal. Always important to use charcoal when you can instead of real coal. Okay. Let's grab one. We will go to the sag mill. I know we're doing this kind of backwards, but that's okay. Nope. Alright. There. And we need a piece of... Well, we don't need a piece of charcoal. We can use some sticks. We will use however many sticks it needs in order to do that, because that's going to be quicker and easier than making more charcoal. Alright. Let's go ahead and dump that in there, that in there. We're gonna need to throw those in there. Alright, you. Alright, there's our dark steel. The first one we've made legit, rather than just found. We're gonna need that. We're gonna need 4 you. Off the top of my head, I don't remember everything. Alloy smelter. Alright, yeah, we're gonna need the... Oop, I didn't want that. I wanted to see. We're gonna need more ferni. Cauldron, iron gears. Okay. Iron. Grab more iron. Iron gear, we'll need 2 of those. We are going to need 1 of you. I had made an extra furnace. That can come with me. We can then make 2 more. I have enough cobblestone on me to make 2 more. Just 2 more, please. Not all 3. You. We're missing a grain of infinity, of course. Oh, hey, look, we're actually having a saving world lag. Uh-oh. Why are you going full not responding? I don't have them. Oh, okay. So apparently even turning up the RAM limit is not quite enough to prevent it from doing that. It definitely hasn't been as big an issue, though. So I'm guessing it's at least slightly better. Iron gears. There we go. Alloy smelter. We have our full-blown alloy smelter down in our hole. It needs a capacitor, however. So we do not have an extra supercapacitor. So no cap. Bam. 2 grains of infinity, 4 gold nuggets, a copper ingot. Yeah, we would need even more for that. Alright, so we got our 2 grains of infinity. Excellent. It's good I got the right amount. A copper ingot. I know I had some of those around. Ooh, I got for the 4 gold nuggets. That's what I need there. There's a copper ingot. And that's all we need for a basic capacitor. And now, our alloy smelter is theoretically able to run. We are still going to need to feed that heat generator more stuff. Although, now that we have done that, that is as far as I feel like pushing into Ender IO right now. I would like to switch over to either mechanism, which I think is what we're going to do, or perhaps, maybe, we could theoretically do some integrated dynamics now that we have mineral. I'll admit I don't remember much about that mod. I remember it had some sort of interesting processing mechanic for the logs, or maybe it was the berries? Something like that. Let's take a look. Let's take a quick look. Nutritional liquefier. Nope, that's not it. That's from... where is... Centrifuge? Integrated dynamics. Let's just take a look at integrated dynamics. There it is. Alright, let's go sleep really quick because I see the sun going down and don't want to be standing out there in the night. Yeah, there isn't much to integrated dynamics. So let's just take a quick gander at it. Alright, so it's got these mineral torches. generator. Oh. Energy from fuel items. Logic programmer, variable store. Right, because it's got like this crafting writer. Okay, right. Integrated dynamics is mostly a logic mod. That's why I barely remember it. It does have some power storage and some power, generator though, and some interesting sensors that might prove useful. Well, now we at least have the stuff so that if we decide we need it, we can make more. So that's good there. We're gonna stick that in there. Gonna stick you in there, hold you over here. I got an egg. That might be useful later. We're running low on iron, unfortunately. Where did I leave those emeralds? There's those emeralds. Anything else? I think that's good. Okay. So I'm thinking mechanism for some better processing. But the problem being, what is it called? Miner. Yeah, the digital miner. Oh, maybe not. Okay. It's looking. Alright, so I seemed to recall that in one of the All the Mods versions, it required all the modium for the digital miner. But if it doesn't require it for the digital miner, we could push straight to the digital miner and basically not have to go mining until we actually want all the modium. We can just plop down the digital miner, pull up whatever resource we're looking for, call it good. That might be worth pushing to. It will depend on just how bad it is. Like, I seem to recall the robot being the hardest part. Atomic alloy, refined obsidian, steel. Atomic alloy is obsidian dust with reinforced alloy. Reinforced alloy is infused alloy with diamond. That is... Oh, that's copper now. Okay, I think that was iron before. Oh, right, I remember I ran into that problem because it was copper now. Okay, okay. The teleportation course. Oh, man, what in the world is this? Okay, any ender pearl. Got it. I think I saw some of these other weird ones in one of the chests. Atomic alloy diamond. Alright, so we're going to need a handful of diamonds to make that even possible, and a bunch of machines. We're going to hold off on that for the moment. Maybe I start collecting this oil so that I can make use of this land. Alright, let's make a tank. Let's make ourselves some tanks. Let's see what we have in the lines of tanks. There is, of course, the mechanism one, but I want to see what else we have. What do we have for tanks? Alright, so we have the Ender IO one. Skystone. Dimensional tank. Dark tank from Evilcraft. The Singularity tank, which holds 32 buckets. That's not terrible. We use that as a backup option. Jumbo tank. Ooh. It is 4 Singularity tanks with that. Ooh, how? Okay, that might be our option right there. I hate the fact that it's raining. Always annoying noise when I'm recording. Nope. Alright, let's go down a layer and try to get away from the noise. Okay. Jumbo tank, huh? I mean, over 1,000 buckets. That should be all we need. The question becomes, do we have enough iron? So it's 4 per plus 4. So that's 16, 20. That would take 20 iron. Do we have 20 iron? Becomes the question. And or how easily can we get 20 iron? I have 13 here. I have 7 there. That's 20. That is 20 exactly. Alright, let's see what we can do about... We need to power. We need more power, too. We're gonna need more power options. Boop, 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 boop. Jeez, I just don't have much of anything. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to... Let's grab a little bit of you. I think I can just make these in here if I do that. Yes. However, it doesn't even make as much as it used because it's got a crappy capacitor. Oh, and it's still filling the sag mill. Okay, that's the real problem, is it's still filling the sag mill with power. How close is that? Oh, alright. I'm going to work on some power here. I'll come back when I've made the tank. Alright, I am back. I'm currently making the glass that we're going to need for these tanks. I should probably bring a crafting table down here, but I think I'll clean this up during, you know, the time between episodes, and we can worry about that a bit more then. So let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3. I did not quite have enough. Alright. I thought that was the right amount. Apparently I was wrong. I'm just making up a whole bunch of glass because we're probably going to need it for other things too. And do. I did that wrong, I'm guessing? Maybe that way? No. How are you made? What in the... Where? What? Something's wrong. Hold up. That way. Okay. And then we go jumbo tank. Boom, boom. Excellent. Alright. So, I'm going to need my bucket. Where is my bucket? Oh, it's in my inventory. Okay. So there's a couple of things I want to test out. First and foremost, can I just use the tank as a bucket and pick it up by hand? No. And that took out one of the things of oil. Alright, so we're going to do that. Boom, we've put that in there. Can we then pick that up, put it down? Yes, it retains its inventory. Those are the two things I needed to test. So now, I should be able to basically take as much of this oil from nearby as I possibly can, which should be over 1,000 buckets. And that will basically open up all of this space for use without destroying the oil that is here. Meaning that we will be able to use it later. This is new Metacraft stuff, but it might also have shared recipes with some of the other mods. And regular old oil can be hard to come by if you don't find areas like this. So we will want to, at the very least, store what is here. So this is what I'm going to do. I am going to do this. I'm going to clean up the area. I'm going to clean up the basement. And we will come back next episode ready to move into our next stage, which I feel like might be at least a bit of mechanism. At the very least, because we're going to want that digital miner at some point. But we're going to need better power. We're going to need, a bunch of other things to just kind of go along with it. So it might not end up being solely mechanism. And we're definitely going to need to do a bit more mining. I might do that in between episodes too, depending on how ambitious I'm feeling. Oh, it's doing the saving world thing. Great. But that is going to do it for this episode. So, until next time, have a good one.